Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I'm just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I don't take life for granted. I don't take you for granted. I say it all the time, and I'll continue to say it. I'll beat it like it's a dead horse. I'm happy and I'm grateful for you. Pocket, go potty. The dog don't want to go potty, but I'm on here. It's Memorial Day. Yeah, Memorial Day Monday. And Jaden got out of school last week, came down to, came home, came to San Antonio um, to see my dad, check on my dad. Well, really surprise my uncle. His birthday, I was trying to make it on his birthday. But come down, surprise my uncles, and of course, just going on, trying to live out Nikki's nuggets, live out my meal plan, understanding its mindset, education, accountability, and lifestyle. And that's why I'm happy and I'm grateful for you guys. I'm happy and grateful for you guys willing to be accountability to me in this journey called life. And today, because it is Memorial Day, my uncles and I will be going to Fort Sam Cemetery probably today, if not today, tomorrow, to make sure that the headstone is correct for Mr. Johnson, celebrating Mr. Johnson today. Um, but I wanted to come on this Monday and just encourage you. Some of you guys may be off today, this good government holiday. Give us a long weekend. Some of you may not, but it really is never what we go through, but how we get through it. And make sure that whatever you do, whatever you do, um, how do I say this? Be willing to go through every part of this journey, okay? Every part doesn't feel good. So even like preparing to come here, like, one thing with me, I'm very transparent with you guys. Sorry. I'm very transparent. And one thing that I have asked Jehovah God is through, especially in this season, that He allow me to feel everything. Like I want to feel everything. I want to pass the quiz. I don't want to repeat this part of the journey, although I know that, there'll be more death that I have to face. I mean, we're all gonna have to face that. But I want to be very intentional to feel everything. And in a season like this, when you're willing to be the best version of you unapologetically, you have to do it through a posture of submission to Jehovah God, which will bring out humility. But even in that, you have to understand that you got to be willing to go through every part of this journey. Some parts feel good, some parts don't. And so, of course, coming, still just trying to solidify things for my dad. Boy, y'all, I'm in Texas. It's like bugs everywhere. It is like 80 degrees already, and it's 9 o'clock here. But anyway, um, going through or knowing I had to come, just kind of solidifying things for my dad and with my dad. I knew I was coming. I knew I was going to surprise my uncles. So I had to, go through his stuff and get it packed up. And so I really did not plan for that um, response that I got within myself. Like I kind of figured, I knew it would be hard, but I didn't realize it was going to be as hard as it was. So I was in the storage room and I was calling on people, like, because I was in there by myself. So I was calling on people every now and again and, got a little emotional at times. And then just trying not to hold on to things, like you start seeing stuff that he wore all the time and stop pocket. You don't want to let it go. And so I'm like, no, I got to let it go. I got to let it go. And so that was the first little thing that I guess I had not fully prepared myself for. So I was preparing for today. I was preparing to go to the grave. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys because I wrestle with this because I know he's not there. I know that that's a marking place, a place to go, and so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be good because I know he's not there. I know that's just a place, and I'm gonna go and be strong for my uncles and blah blah blah, and all of that. Okay, so coming and riding, I realized driving to Texas is probably harder than what I'm going to do today or tomorrow, because it may be a lot of people. It's Memorial Day, Fort Sam. But I realized the ride, because let me tell y'all something. Anyone who knows me knows I like doing road trips. I even got like Jaden, in a space where he liked road trips. But driving down here, I realized I've been doing road trips with my dad since I was 14. I'm 49. And out of the road trips that I've done, it's only about 3 that I did not do over all these years without him. And they were usually, if I was just planning, I had planned something myself, or it was an emergency. And I had to kind of jump in the car. So I intentionally did our route. I intentionally stopped and stayed at the places that we would stay. And it was hard. It was hard. Oh Lord, it was hard. But it was good. And this is why I encourage you. It's Meal Prep Monday. And Nicole, why are you telling me all this? Let me tell you why. Let me answer that question for you. Because there's 2 reasons. One, because this is my safe place. So because it's my safe place, this is where I can share in this part of my journey. So there's a selfish part. This is where I can open up and feel safe to talk about my heart and my feelings in this season. But 2 is because I want to encourage you. Okay. Nikki's nuggets were derived off of sayings that I started saying to help me get through. Okay. So it's never what you go through, it's how you get through it. It's sayings that have been laid on my heart in seasons and times of my life. But I realized that the best thing that we could do for one another in accountability is to be transparent and honest. Because I think a lot of times, especially when it's things that we don't want to face, or they're just hard. Like this season is hard for me, but it's peaceful for me. Okay. And since January 12th, when my dad took his last breath, I would be lying to you if I did not say that I've seen growth, prosperity, healing, health, positive, good things in my journey in this season. I've gotten a push, really, to even step out with Nicole D. Jones. It's things that I think I couldn't necessarily do for myself. But in this season where my mind thought I would be one way, it has been one of the most blossoming seasons, maturing seasons for me. It's teaching me how to guard my peace. Man, Meal Prep Monday. If y'all don't get nothing else out of this call other than I'm just sharing my little heart today, is Meal Prep Monday. It's mindset, right? It's educating. That's my testimony. My accountability is you all. And by faith, I know this journey is going to change my life. My lifestyle is going to change, and it's going to be seen through my life. Okay. So it all works together. It all works together. But get into a place where you're willing to guard your peace at any cost. All right. And I say this because we've got to get to a place where we can get that peace that surpasses our understanding, because life is going to happen. Things are going to happen that we don't necessarily understand or we don't even necessarily agree with. But we've got to remember, it is not what we go through, it's how we get through it. And nothing happens by chance or surprise to Jehovah God, just to us. So we have to ask ourselves, okay? We got to ask ourselves. So this ride down it's been rough. It's been rough. Like, whew, it's been rough. But when I tell you, it has opened my heart and my mind in a way, and it's allowing me to be the best version of me unapologetically, because I can be true to myself. Because I'm going to tell y'all very truthfully, this will be my last trip. This will be my last road trip to San Antonio. Unless it's an emergency and I have to jump in the car, I will come home flying. I won't do that ride from Georgia after this. And I don't say it in a denying way, but I say it in a posture and in a way that I understand what I can handle. And see, God will put no more on us than we can bear, but sometimes we put things on us. We start adding things to our plate, okay? So this is just something that I can't do anymore. And it by choice. So I've done it. I've faced it. I'm processing how it's made me feel. And now I can close that part of this journey. That chapter will be closed once I go back home. Okay? It'll be closed. And that doesn't close off my love and my relationship with my dad. It doesn't stop me from doing what is this? Lord, help me, Holy Spirit. Road trips. It's not gonna stop me. It's gonna stop me from this one, though, because this one is, I feel like, okay, let me feel it all. Let me go through everything I need to go through so that I don't have to go back to this part. Real talk, because it's just too much for me. It's too much for me, okay? But I'm gonna go home. I promise you, if there was a way I could like fly home and get someone to drive this truck back, I would. No, I wouldn't. Because I gotta go through. I gotta go through it. I gotta finish it and see it through. But I encourage y'all today, whatever it is that you're going through, man, walk through it. Like I told y'all, you gotta learn how to dance through the storm. A lot of times when it's a rainy season in our life, we want to go and take shelter. We want to take cover. But we got to learn how to just put our hands out and dance in the rain, man. Like rain water is refreshing. It cleanses, it refills, it does all these things if we allow it. It's our perspective and the way we choose to perceive it. Okay. So Meal Prep Monday, Memorial Day. This Monday falls on Memorial Day. And like I said, it's my next call will be, or probably a text, will be to my uncles and figure out what we need to do. I got to do some stuff with my mom. I was supposed to finish some more stuff with my dad, but I left all the paperwork in Georgia, so I guess that won't happen. But and God knows best, because it probably will be. It's probably, I think think this trip been more than enough. But I want to encourage you again, Meal Prep Monday. Guard your peace at any expense. Learn how to agree to disagree. Learn how to walk through the things that you need to walk through to be the best version of you unapologetically. Okay? We're doing it because as we're able to do it, it allows us to learn to submit to Jehovah God, and submitting to him, it births humility. It takes away arrogance, pride. It breaks down our flesh. It allows us to put things in perspective. It allows us to love one another better. Okay. It allows us to love one another better. I can come here. I can appreciate my uncles in a different way. I could have took the road trip and been bitter and resentful and angry. or I could get here and just embrace and love what I still have naturally, even the more. All right. My mom, like it switches everything. Usually when I come home, I'm running here, running there. My kinfolk don't even know I'm here. It's just my uncles. I saw my one uncle and then I went to see my other uncle and that's it. So it's like learning to live in a moment and don't be so rushed, especially when it doesn't feel good. You got to embrace the moments that we're in because memories is what's left. When we naturally leave this earth, it's our memories that are left. So don't take that for granted. Don't take one another for granted. All right? Because the death angel, that sting of death, rather, we none of us can get away from it. Okay. But again, never what you go through, but how. So I just want to encourage you on this Memorial Day, Monday, this meal prep Monday, this mindset Monday. I just encourage you to just continue to be intentional, to be the best version of you unapologetically. Know that you're the only one who can do it. Be okay to love yourself enough that you guard your peace in a way that only you can do it. Know your limitations, know how far you can go. Agree to disagree. Walk away if you need to. Fall back and recalibrate if you need to. All right? Because it's all for the love. It's all for the glory. It's all for you ultimately. And I think that once we can really do that, we tap into this spiritual realm because I tell y'all, we're supernatural beings in a natural world. We're supernatural. So just like there are things that are in this natural realm, there's a spiritual realm that we can actually tap into here on earth because there's nothing that's done here that hasn't happened in the spirit realm first. So we got to learn how to pull on our authority and stand on our authority and learn how to have dominion over our territory and our land. That's why you want to be in the right perspective as much as you can, so that when you are in control of your space, you're controlling it the right way. I feel like I'm all over the place and I'm rambling. So on that note, I'm going to let it go. Okay? I'm going to let it go. But Meal Prep Monday, again, thank you for those of you who are on vacay and took the time out to come meet me. Thank you so much. Please keep your prayers, send a shout out for me and my uncles. My dad means a lot still to us all, but we got to face some things naturally, and by faith I know it's going to be a beautiful day. I get to hang out with my uncles. I get to go to Luby's. I'm so excited. Go to Luby's and eat. But I can't act like it's gonna be an easy day. But it will be a full day. It will be a blessed day. It will be a day of love. It'll be a day of embracing. It'll be a day of wonderful memories. It will be all that. It will be everything that I command it to be. Okay? Know the authority that you possess in the words that you speak. Know it. All right? Remember that you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are prosperous, you are the solution and never the problem. You are the one in control and in authority because you do it in a posture of humility. You're not trying to manipulate. You don't do things like that. All right? When we really begin to understand our original DNA, we'll stand in it in boldness. There's nothing in this day that is going to come by surprise to Jehovah God, just to us. So I command today to be beautiful. I command today to be full of love. I command for today to, even if there are tears, they're tears of cleansing, they're tears of joy, they're tears of rejoicing, not sorrow and pain. I command it. Because if nothing else, We all love my dad dearly, and my dad loved us all. So that is what we have. And this is a part of the journey. This is a part of the journey. All right. So understand your power and your authority. And just remember, it's never what you go through, but it's how you get through it. And we get through it. Y'all do realize that we win the battle and the war, right? that this journey is predestined and we win. It's a fixed fight and we've already won. Okay. So when it gets hard and it gets overwhelming, just fall back, regroup, regather yourself. All right. Know the things that bring you joy, pleasure, and peace. But like I said, most of all, guard your peace. Don't allow anyone to take it because we give it. All right. Keep it. Be selfish. Hoard it for yourself. Because I'm telling you, that peace that surpasses your understanding is needed in times like this. It's needed for me in a time like this. All right. But I am Nicole D. Jones. I want you to continue to stay focused, stay humble, stay positive. Know and understand that you are relevant, you're necessary, you're needed. I need you. Okay. The people around you need you. And the ones around you, if they act like they don't, then you got the wrong ones around you. How about that? Right? Because you are relevant. You are necessary. You are needed. Okay? So, Nicole D. Jones, continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.